Welcome to all in today's video lecture Introduction to Compressor. It is a part of Fundamental of Mechanical Engineering course of BE first year. I hope all of you see compressor surrounding us because of it is very common machine used in domestic as well as in industrial purpose. In this video lecture we will learn what is compressor, what is use of compressed air, and that's why the need of a air compressor, classification of compressor, and construction and working of single acting cylinder, single stage reciprocating compressor. Let's we start with the first one as a what is compressor. Compressor is a device take a definite quantity of gas or air and deliver it at require higher pressure. If compressor takes in as air, then we call it is a air compressor, and it compresses at the higher pressure and deliver into the storage tank. Same way, when compressor takes gas as a in and deliver higher pressure gas as out, at that time we call it is a gas compressor. Compressor requires work to be done onto the gas or air, so that compressor must be require some of the sort of prime mover like IC engine or electrical motor. Let's be discussed here some application of compressed air. That's why we need compressor into the domestic as well as industrial purpose. Same way we also discuss about some application of a compressed gas. Let's start with the most common application of compressed air. Compressed air we are going to fill in our bicycle, two-wheeler or four-wheeler tires of automobile. Second one is compressed air used into the combustion of fuel in a power plant for coal as well as into the airplane. Let's we see here in picture, this one has a compressor connected into the engine of an airplane. Same way in automation industry, all of you see uh, for the half rotation of motor or screwing unscrewing, we use pneumatic gun so that the production is going to increase as well as the quality is also improved. Same way, it is also used into the automotive industries. All of you see for the production of automotive as well as it is also used into the pneumatic brake which is applied into the trucks and buses. Into the food industry, particularly into the food industry, we use as a compressed air. The reason is that air is non-toxic and air is non-inflammable. It is also used in a mining industries because of uh, compressed air as a power source. When it is going to work into the mining, it is not creating any spark, so that into the mining industry instead of electrical energy it is used as a compressed air. Nowadays in a scenario of COVID-19, all of you see the uh, importance of ventilators. So compressed air or compressed oxygen is used for the ventilation. Same way in some chemical industry, petrochemical industry, oil and natural gas industries, in laboratory and research facilities also used, hydrogen filling station. So all these are the application which we see surrounding to us and commonly utilized. Another one question always arise in mind of students: what is the difference between the pumps and compressor? Because of both are used energy and lifted a pressure into the fluid. So the basic difference is pumps are used for the handling a liquid from low pressure to higher pressure, whereas compressors are used increasing the pressure into the gases or air. So compressors are deal with the compressible fluid, whereas pumps are deal with the non-compressible fluid. Let's we go for the classification of compressor. So classification of compressor, mainly it is classified in working principle, and first working principle is positive displacement pump, and second one is a dynamic compressor. So positive displacement, it means that the volume of fluid is changed due to the changing into the displacement of piston cylinder or any mechanism, so that, as we know, the gas laws, if the volume is decreased, pressure is going to increase. So this one we call as a positive displacement pump. Second one is dynamic compressor, in which the basic principle is kinetic energy imparted onto the air particle by centrifugal force, and due to that it is going to increase the pressure, or kinetic energy is converted into the pressure. This way the pressure is going to increase, that we call as a dynamic compressor. For the positive displacement compressors are also classified in a two different way. One is rotary compressor and another one is reciprocating compressor. Positive rotary compressor, where the gradual volumes of each chamber is going to reduce and the pressure is increased. And further it is classified as a log compressor, screw compressor, liquid ring compressor, scroll compressor, and vane compressor. Reciprocating compressors are mainly classified in a three different way: diaphragm compressor, double acting, and single acting compressor. Dynamic compressors are classified further in a two-way: centrifugal compressor and axial compressor. In this slide, classification of compressor as a reciprocating and rotary compressor shown in pictorial view. In today's discussion, we are going to discuss single stage, single acting, reciprocating compressor. That's why we are going to define what is single stage and what is single acting. Suppose air or gas, here all of you see in a pointer, air or gas is compressed at one side of a piston, that we call as a single acting cylinder. And suppose the air and gas is compressed in one cylinder, and that compressed air is going in into the second cylinder and again it is compressed, then we call it is a multi-stage reciprocating compressor. Now we discuss about the construction about the reciprocating compressor. So we start with the single acting single stage reciprocating air compressor, in which one cylinder is fit with the one piston which is reciprocating inside of it. Further, that piston is connected to the crankshaft by the connecting rod, and that crankshaft is connected with the electrical motor or IC engine through the flywheel. And the top of the cylinder, we have one suction valve or inlet valve, and another one we have discharge valve or outlet valve. Both chambers are separated by the cylinder head. Suction chamber is connected with the suction filter, and discharge valve, or we call as a outlet valve, is further connected with the pipe to the second stage or disconnected to the reservoir tank. Let's we see another one, in which we have single stage 3-cylinder reciprocating air compressor is placed onto the single body, which connected all three piston cylinder arrangement with the common single shaft, and alternatively this one is compressed air and supply into the common uh, reservoir tank. And third figure, we find it out here, multi-stage reciprocating compressor connected with the electrical motor by using a belt and pulley. Because of it is multi-stage air compressor, we have intercooler as well as aftercooler. After the aftercooler, compressed air through this pipe goes into the reservoir tank, and through this service valve, compressed air is going to utilize into the service place. Now let's we see with the how it is working as a single acting reciprocating air compressor. Already we see the construction of a reciprocating cylinder, in which here in this cylinder one piston is placed. Let's we start with the topmost position of the piston when crank and connecting rods are in line and position of cylinder at the top position. At that time, suction valve and discharge valve, both valve is closed. Now, motor is start and crank is start to rotate in clockwise direction. At that time, piston gradually move downward direction. Both valve is again closed. So inside of air is expand, and due to the expansion, the pressure is going to reduce. Once the pressure is going to reduce and reach below the atmospheric pressure, automatically suction valve is start to open and higher atmospheric pressure reach into the chamber of a piston cylinder arrangement. Once the piston start to move upward after reaching the bottom dead position in a sea, is gradually pressure is going to increase. When that pressure is reach higher than the atmospheric pressure, suction valve is closed and further air is compressed up to a certain pressure. Once the pressure is reached or overcome to open the discharge valve, or we call it the outlet valve, at that time that outlet valve is open and compressed air is going into the reservoir tank or into the second stage. Let's we summarize today's lecture. Here we discuss about the what is compressor, what is necessity of compressed air and gas, how we classified the compressor, what is the construction of single cylinder reciprocating air compressor, and how it is going to work. In next video, we will discuss about the PV diagram and work required for the single cycle of reciprocating air compressor. I hope all of you enjoy and like this educational video.